Sanje Chodan Soji Chodan Chaji Bayu Dan Jatsu Chi Abe Chishe Jibe Sanje Roda Fanchi Sanje Ruba Sho Sanje Chodan Soji Chodan Chaji Bata Dan Jatsu Chi Abe Chishe Jibe Sanje Rola Venture Sanje Ruba Sho Sanje Chodam Soje Chodam Shaje Bada Jatsu Chi Agwe Shinto Jebe Sanje Rola Venture Sanje Ruba Sho. Hey, good morning again, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you. I thought you were enlightened. Not yet. Hey, good morning again, everyone. Good morning. Michelle is living a very, very, quite a broad place. I think you need to clean the yoga. Oh, no, that. Oh, you purpose up to you, okay? You like India, a lot of pollution, so we don't really see each other. Oh, here it's very cold up here for us. Good. Okay, anyway, wonderful, everyone, to see you, come together, and we're not yet dead. We're still very living healthy, therefore we rejoice. Usually the Kadamba Master, according to Tibetan Buddhism, it says it's very important to awareness or recognize or remember every day you're able to get up. Also, I'm very lucky. You think, oh, yeah, just another day, another day. But we need to also awareness or recognize or remember what you have. Then you are very, satisfied. Content. Otherwise, we need more idea, more plan, better job, better husband, better wife, better house, better car. Anything we are always just looking for more and more. Then one day we're not able to do any functions. Then just we finish it like that way. Therefore, we are always hurry, then we're not really happy. Therefore, according to Kadamba masters, every day you're able to get up, you rejoice. Whatever you have, you rejoice. Then you'll be more happy. Are you guys happy? I think you look happy, right? If you're looking for problems, complain, we just close the door, okay? In here, don't bring the garbages. All problems are mine. You have one set of mind. Just keep all the problems. One set of mind, try to a little bit better things we said. Just try to open that one. Okay? Therefore, okay, anyway, I'm not talking too much in that way. Right now we talk about the six professions. It's a very common, powerful practice as Buddhism. Usually, Buddhism, we believe all of us have Buddha seat. Means we meet the condition, we're able to become enlightened, everyone. Doesn't matter however you're a bad person. If you do good, you become good person, right? Some very bad people, we can see become good person. maybe the early life very bad person, then they become very good person, then they left the life, right? Therefore, it not means you're a bad person. Oh. It not means I'm talking about you're a bad person, but to be able to become free from all the ignorance and sufferings and problems, we are able to become happy forever. In order to that, we need to also keep more practice. For example, if you go to Whole Food, you can buy the seed of the barley. The barley seed has also ability or potential,
yeah,
to grow the new barley. But in order to do, we need to put the under the ground, put the water, check out the birds, things. Then they will give very beautiful barley, like that. Therefore, Buddhism says we all have to put that nature, but in order to enlighten, we need to more practice. Practice means put more in, more conditions like that. Okay. Then what's the basic practice or simple way, or very detailed, very high practice also 6 professions. I think we all going that. And I would like to do the meditation. Then what first we say, what we always thinking, we have very strong touch for our body, right? My body, I want to be healthy, I want to be beautiful, I want to be handsome. Not like you guys, that some people just spend like billions of dollars on your face. There's some people, like they have very strong touch of body. Then we have very strong touch for our possessions, right? Not possession, things belong to us. Possessions, right? Things belong for us. Because whatever we are more expensive, we have more attachment. I don't have, I think I can say 0 attachment in my glass. It's very cheap. You can $7, you can get 3 pairs this. I have another glass. I really don't use like $300. I don't attachment. I put the case, just put that. But my attachment, I didn't use, but just keep very safe place. This is one I just put my pocket everywhere. See it. Therefore, if you have no attachment, you are very comfortable. You don't care what will happen. Really, you don't really care, right? Therefore, it shows you how to important to get out the attachment things. Okay? Who has very strong attachment in your glass? I think you guys does have that. Our glass is just, I don't know, Western maybe that. Also, people are wearing glass. Some people are more fancy. They wear glass. It's like Asian, like Tibetan tradition. They wearing some black glass. They show up. But here, they to protect your eyes for reading, but you don't have attachment for your glass, but you have attachment for other things, right? Therefore, we have very strong attachment for our body, and things belong to our positions. Things belong to us. Therefore, we need to develop to generosity, means for to develop not attachment. Okay, therefore I need to learn. We're going to learn meditation. Okay, stop to that. Yeah, usually we finish the generosity. I think we finish, right? We already finished.
Generosity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also ethics.
We already finished that. I like to add some. So
there's some important points that I would like to explain more on that. So when you talk about the generosity, or it's just giving, right? So it doesn't mean that you just have to, physically give, everything that you have to others.
대표는 것, 셰양도 미심을 드레스 캠에 사망하라고 고요. 안 코야자자 예사면 차바드가 똥토고 말와.
So that's the main, one of the important point, is to understand, the generosity is not just physically giving things, right? So otherwise, nobody will be able to practice if they have strong attachment to their possessions.
제가 단단한도 레 당보 말아서 가서 야 아니 리 똥선 빼고 그랬어.
And so for beginners like ourselves, we need to first train in the thought, of giving.
다 나진 게 롱쉣 아니 똥이서 빼고 그랬어.
And so we have to train in the mind, wishing to give our body, our possessions.
다 간서 아니 나바 선지가 되는데 대화치 붙이냐면서 수수 강사치비 계획이 아니 다 되게 냠내 강하면 도저야 제가야 땅에 선바도 진 빼고 그랬어.
And also we can train our mind, to give away even our own virtues, and that the virtues that we have accumulated by doing, wholesome actions, whatever the virtues, actions, virtues that we have accumulated by doing wholesome action, we should also train, to give them away.
다리 똥선 빼려나 아니 리드 트레시 그렇게 말했어.
So when we train in giving, train in developing the thought, of giving our body, doesn't mean that you're giving your actual body.
아니 리드 차바도 봐야 답시오.
So what we're trying to do here, is to give up, the attachment towards our body.
다 대신은 공자당 망보유의 차니 조대 담마다베랑시엠바 인주르베랑시엠바 니마 지간에 야마나 사고 룩샤엠바 야마나 메나 버튼 치 냄데 차서 메 짜샤바 텐데 섬담보레스.
And so there are many different ways, of giving up the attachments, to our body. But so one of way is, to think about the impermanence of our body, and so that it's not going to last forever with us. Someday it's going to, die. When it, when we die, the body will be either, cremated, in a single press of a button, or will be, buried underground. So we have to think about the impermanence of body in this way.
Have you got the push button to go to commission? Anyone? Did you push the button and go to permission? Well, I did not. Yeah. Here any Tibetan possibly you have to go that. And help for them to push button. Yeah. Have you do that?
Oh,
It's possible. Can you do it?
for someone else?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's
If it was requested,
yeah.
I mean, sure. It'd be tough, it'd be hard, but
Yeah, they just push. You don't see it, just push button. Brrr.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Like that. 당한도 담보간도 수수기 리기야. 수수기 리기 상시대 강해봐. 삼로지당. 아니 대지 템보 매바다. 겨르바다. 아니 집을 아직 좀 되지. 거다나 삼로다는 됐대. 담보가도 조금 되시기다.
So now, first we're going to do a little analytical meditation on the nature of our body and how it doesn't remain same and how it disintegrates moment by moment, and eventually it will die. So think about the nature, of the body. So by thinking that, we're going to do this analytical meditation on that.
Would you like to sit on the chair? If you can sit the chair. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure everyone comfortable, okay? It's very relaxed. You need to not serious. Don't too noisy, maybe your neighbor's meditation. But anyway, I'm just kidding. Okay? First, try to meditation at the nature of the whole body. Okay? Start now. 대기 아니 소소 레데 지베 라제 엠바 템보메 베 라제 엠바 무타메 라제 엠바데 semna ran 바지 트로이 탄 트로바 지고 그랬어.
So by doing this analytical meditation in this way, so you have to come to understand that the body is impermanent. It disintegrates moment by moment, and its nature is impure and so forth.
아니 당 강조 남주 미지기야 되네 레벨은 강조 레라 그랬어. 이나야 남주 텔레 잡이 잡아도 도토요 말. 대게 남주 뒤내서 야보 내를 티싱면 따래.
And so, even though we know it intellectually that this is the nature of the body, and if someone were to ask us, then we say yes, it is like that. But we still have strong attachment to our body. So that means we haven't realized the impermanence, the impurity of the nature of the body.
다에나 다 되네 근데 아니 조금 제발라 되네. 아니 다 리데 된대기 담담 무타메 라제 엠바 시위 인다 다 디달 다 가지고나 다 리달라 가디나야 아니 다 차바치 하면 돼.
So when you understand the nature of the body, that it is impermanent and impure, and then you have to come to understand that, oh yes, it is like that, and therefore I should not be attached to it. So you have to come to that conclusion that because of that, I should not be attached to it. And then you place your mind on that thought for as long as possible.
다드네 소수 릴라야 차비 차바메와 마제 가세 레데 지게 심바탄 부치게 랑게지와나 텔라야지 팜바메바 땅토 땅토나 칸리야본도 데데 땅와라 안도나 시비 자와스나 시비 진게라고치 소마티 간데네 시데다.
And then when you have given up that attachment to your body, and then whenever you find somebody wanting to have your body, then you're able to give away your body easily without clinging to it. And so now you request Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10th direction to bless you to be able to do so.
뭐야? 다 두신 동세 빼고 동에 선바 동선몇 빼고 그래서 휴책하고 그래.
So in this way, you increase your thought of giving. So you have to make it stronger and stronger.
근데 동선 빼는 거는 소수 아니 리라야 근데 잡이 차바 서바지 되면 차로 되는 영화 가지 다 도와지 리좀 받다 놓으시 생길 레바 있나 저수 땅에 태좀 체명에 되는 약배요 염려체야 공자네.
And so you have to increase your thought of giving in this way. And so to the point that when somebody comes along asking for your body, then without any hesitation or without any attachment, you're ready to give away. So you have to get to that point.
된디게 똥에서 막 공고 된디 똥에서 야네 고마이나 소소 리라 차베 차바 똥고.
And so you have to meditate on this thought of giving in this way. And then more you meditate on that, then more you'll be able to give up the attachment to your body.
오케이. 다 된디 좋아나 다 계신이 바이래 그래서. 다 오나 아니 된디가 소소 이제 냠내 똥도 미친 저런 걸 리지 좀 받아 오시나? 쟤는 되게 돼. 쟤네 때로 실랑에 때 초월은 다 룸바들는데 와는 다 충계로 와 되잖아.
And so then there comes the question: if someone were to ask you for your body, is it all right to give up your body or give your body? I mean, in a part of the body or the whole body, like that, then you have to check on the situation. Right? In this country, maybe it's illegal, to give your body, right?
이게 저런 누구 주는데 파전 누구 때로 실랑에도 충계. 쟤기도 같이 충계지로 와.
And so, like someone were to ask you for your finger, and then maybe in this country, someone asking for that would be illegal, and then someone who's giving that would be illegal also, right?
지기내서 말이야. 미카시게 맨날 개마시 마당도.
Maybe it's not. Like some people,
Yeah.
they give their kidneys, right?
야, 와다 된대기 맨날 다 남주 마ting이도 된대기 또 있어 말고 소소고 소부고 차시라 차바면 된대기 공도고 다 더서 오늘 냠렘 바 빼이다다.
And so it has to be like that, someone who is giving, like people who give their kidney, to someone who needs it, like that, So that has to be the kind of the practice, and come to that point where you are able to give, when somebody needs it.
제자 존조된다. 드라이버 레슨을야. 아니 가생아 시와이나 니 기적으로 조제돼요.
And so have you chosen that, the organ donor option in your driving license? When you die, like they said, when you die in an accident, is it okay if your organ, donated, to someone who needs it? Did you say okay to that?
That's good. 야, 나 telling 나도 제타 못 보여도 좋아 뭐 다들 제 말을 마시고 느낀다고 생각하는 담으로 뭐 셰셰게 도와.
Yeah, so of course, there are many different cases, and some people they said, oh, you should not do that because if you do that, then they will take your organ away even before you die, and like that. So it depends on what people say and what really happened.
Anyway, 된대게 가지 동생 뭐다 더종인데 빼 야버려도 뭐 가시 지지는 남비 추칭에 대해 말 남비 추고니 말다 된대게 안에 소소고 organ 미치네 동방 고마시들 제도는 더종인데 something yarn but chimboy다.
And so some people, they are really very generous. I mean, very a good thought, right? Want to give away their organs, and they not necessary to be Buddhist, right? Not even have heard maybe about Buddhism, but they are very willing to give away their organs like that. So I think that's a really great practitioner.
다 두조니 지 센들라 나베게 주치면 개왕함베게 진베게 냠레 체네 된대게 똥에서 뭐 휴지 못 빼는 게 되지 봐. 빠지 자세자 다 치죠.
But even though they are not Buddhists in this life, but in the previous life, they must have practiced that thought of giving very strongly. So that you can be pretty sure, when they have this kind of generous mind in this life.
미세게 맨날 루추주제 나고는 개마시 받도 니가로 했다 봐. 다 두종 개마치 제사보다 다 소치 마셔 말. 지금 돌아다니다 그
So like young people, when they give away their kidney, right? They have only two kidneys, one they give away, and then they have only one left. And if that goes, if something wrong goes with that, then it will be dangerous for them, right?
Right? So honestly, we think it is right. 이만하던데 산이 Australia 아니 미사지는 빠와는 개마치 돌아서지. 아니 보다 보면 이제 저기 있어. 이제 로슈를 바지 로니스트 보이면 이제 저기라 슈무 보모도 맞춰지 보드 트레나 다다 빠와다나 로디가.
And then there's also it's a family, a Tibetan family in Boston, and whose the father had the both kidneys failed, and the doctor said he used to have the kidney replaced, and his son and daughter, they both are young and they're around in their 20s, and they both were willing to give their kidney, to the father. The daughter's kidney didn't fit, but the son's kidney matched, with the father, and then he gave one of his kidney to his father, and then father got better, and he's still alive and walking around.
제가 저 문제 간도 삼로 땅에만 삼로는 건데 저 냠렘 방문이 이서와.
So, we don't think about that way, but if you think, those are really practitioners, right? A real practitioner.
제가 다 도대체 된리게 똥선 땅 되게 생기 쉬어와이나 아니 산지 좀 내는 거. 주제를 말하면 딱 좋은 말이에요. 그래서
So anyway, when you have practiced, to train your mind in giving in that way, then when you come to the point of giving, then you have to analyze and you have to check. You should not give until you reach that point, to give your body.
제가 안에 산지가 때 좋은 말이었어. 딜라마고 때 좋은 말이었어. 벨고 딱 벨고까지 도대체 첨성을 나 요래.
So there is kind of a rule that Buddha has set, saying you are not allowed to give unless you have reached to that point, or until when the time comes, until that time comes, you are not allowed to give. So it's like strictly said, not allowed to give.
제가 안에 동보 동선 빼고 그랬어. 다처럼 동선 빼네. 딘리기처럼 마셔보자 봐야 나야. 또는 저기 말에 딜라마고 이제 받아 송고 그래. 송마에 그래.
And so first you have to train, to increase that mind wishing to give. And then once you have trained in that, you still have to observe your mind or protect your mind.
오케이? 제가 되게 두진에 다 릴라 텐디기 잡아도 또 도와이나? 아니 소리 릴라 아니 미비가 다 유무제다. 그러면 어쩌라고 그래.
So if you are able to give up, the attachment towards your body by thinking in that way, then and then a delusion arising in your mind in relation to body will be almost gone.
다 되네잖아. 아니 롱쇼라 잡아도 어쩌네. 양 도세 빼고 그랬어.
And then like that, you should also train in the mind wishing to give away the possessions by thinking and by giving up the attachment to the possessions.
아 곰장다 당겨도 치바이 바치. 나도 키르가라 이게 세메트리로 갈라 아니 도로 찍으면서 거야면도 너가 그냥 도로 찍경도 도로 찍으면서 거야면도 대 메타마샤 그러와.
And then the way of thinking about the nature of the impermanence of the possession is also the same as earlier. So like when you die, you can't take any of those possessions with you. Maybe just one pair of clothes, and even that will be cremated at the time when you are cremated, when your body is cremated.
And we can come back to the old jackets or shirts. Anyway, 도치네 된대야 동선 뺄 차도 따뜻하고 저나 야 아니 딜라 먹어도 저쪽 말에서 따쪽 말에서 말해.
And again, if you have trained your mind, to give away or to give, to train the mind, to develop that thought of giving, but you cannot give until the time comes.
Okay, 도치네 다 신비념의 두제 도치네 공점 동선 뺄 담보팅 내주될 사람다. 되네 간에 많이 소소라 차봐도 또 답시죠 그래. 되네 제나 때 슈치르치르치르 쇼네 아니 나도 배나 리다 롱쇼는 잡아대 동로.
And so you have to develop your mind, wishing to give in this way. And then when you're able to give up the attachment to your body and possession, then you will have no difficulty in actually giving your body and possessions away.
자대대죠. 다 수준 나라야. 펜마타고 잘라들 이거나 더 대산나 빠지칼이 대산나. 아니 양 동생 팽그로 와.
And also, if you think about the things that you have in your home, which are not really used, for yourself, and you maybe no longer useful for you, but you still keep that thinking maybe it might be useful for you sometime like that, So those kind of things, So if you can start giving those away, then that will also help, to increase your mind wanting to give.
Good morning, Margaret. She's morning, I think so.
Right.
Are you morning? Now you mood.
No, it's nighttime here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now morning was like now already after 12.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Wait, what I'm talking about. 어제 도우지는 똑같이 동생면 다딘 배제들요 말이야. 다 나도 깔리 가지고 나도 수수고 쌈처럼 야만도 수수고 시가 수수 따와. 다들 잡아 주지면 와.
And like that, you increase your mind wanting to give. And this is not really explained in the text here, but like attachment to our personality, our thought, our view. Yeah, to give that up, it's very difficult, right?
Right? Our own idea. I think we have very strong attachment our own idea. I like that way. I don't like that way. I don't like my wife do like that way. I don't like my husband do like that way. Okay? Now how many people listen you think? How many people listen you?
Not very many.
Not very many, right? Yeah, it's understood, really. But we are the boss. Whatever I want, I don't like that. I don't like that. Therefore, kasi do just long tawana ta susu kasi ke susu samso la ya tawan chapo yo wana ta ngondi ta nyenge mo yo mar chapo yo mar was.
So even though you have that strong view or the idea, but not really many people who listen to your ideas, right?
다 nyeshoda tere ta paji susu pami susu idea paji ma che nyege da susu pami nyege.
Maybe like who will listen to is maybe your parents, right? So by your parent, you might listen. So 소소히 파면 인거 like 파면 소소히 인거.
수수 samso la pami paji nyege des.
So maybe your parents will listen to your idea.
But you don't listen to your parents, right? You are not too old. You are not idea what we have that developed right now, the 21st century, different than you guys to get up. Right? We think that. Like right now, younger generation like you, we have maybe like we don't say older. I don't have the more experience things how to do, but younger generation, this is your old people's idea. This is old generation. They don't listen. Therefore, kids doesn't listen parents. The parents listen kids because they fall in love from parents, right? Now who have to listen? Maybe your wife. You think how many person you listen your wife, your idea? 25%? Maybe 30, maybe 50. Hopefully, right? How about the same husband? How many, what person your wife, your husband listen your wife? Maybe no more than 50. 50 is good. Then you say, okay, my friends, how much listen? You don't really, your co-workers, they don't really listen. Everyone has a very strong ego, own idea. But if you have a very strong attachment of our own idea or ego, we don't say ego, our idea. Therefore, in meditation that way, try to, okay, nobody listen. I talk all the time, but nobody listen. Sometimes the parents are there. I talk to my kids all the time, but they don't listen. I'm tired. Therefore, it means the parents give up. Okay, now whatever they can do, I'm tired. But still, behind the parents, love, compassion, they always store that. But that means also, if you give up, then you have less attachment to your own thoughts, your own ideas. This is how to develop to our own view or idea or thoughts to get out. Okay? 당당한 도 심바 아니 리롱쇼라야 검자와나지 수수 삼드레 야마나 수수 따와 수수 시카 오다 텔야 냥에 다 만냥이 가게 마지 따네 다 냥에 마오셔면 다 베시처럼 마다나 디슈치 뭐처럼 마지네 아니 갈래 다 테마 슈촌 탄토마이나 아니 간도젤라 대차 샤당 공로도 제 윤샤노사레.
And so, just like you did meditation on on giving up the attachment to your body and your possession, so you should also, practice on giving up the attachment to your view, your ideas. And so, when you think of you think in this way, and then you feel like people have to do in that way also, and then you have to understand that it's not necessarily always has to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. So you give up attachment to your view. And your ideas. Yeah? So if you don't cling to your idea, think that this is how it should be all the time, then a lot of the time you will not get angry. So because a lot of the time you get angry because people are not doing what you are telling them to do, or not listening, not following. And so when you don't have that strong clinging to your idea, to your view, and then there will be less chance now of getting angry, getting attached, getting even ignorance like that.
Don't get upset. Right? Now, Bob, how much you take away from your son to always ask her, do that.
I don't tell him too much.
Really? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Because he doesn't listen, then you feel bad. You're sad, right? It's the nature. But parents are always very strong, compassion. But like that, okay, it's good. Then you try to slowly take one back, second back, third back. Then you don't much too strong attachment your own view idea. Then you don't need to all the time argument, email or text message. Maybe here they don't really argument for the physically, right? Talking most. To chenaya ani ta suzu li longshu ani suzu samsula chabi chaba ani pa do ne ani telachin karo ta tongse pewas ko ne tere chetawana ani suzu sendela ya tiwoyo tiwa shamala tiwoyo kangayo yo.
So meditating in this way, if you are able to give up your attachment, to your body, possession, or even to your ideas and view, then increase your thought of giving away, your things, giving away your body, giving away your possession, or even your ideas and so forth. Then you'll be much happier in this life.
어제 다 도저는 동서 배우자 아니 지 동서요 빼내더니 냠내 제발 안에 대한 먹기에 생당 만져봐 지거든 내가 지금 버렸어.
And then also when you do this practice of creating your mind that wishes to give, then also it is important to do it without being related to any kind of non-virtuous thoughts.
제다야 남들 나도 거기서 말했다 남비가 심바탕 우리 심바탕 가래나데 소술 다고 자고 말하던데 말에 심바탕서야 돼 소술이라 잡이 착받으면 똥새 배고 세마도 아니 술에 떼쳐버려 가도 떼쳐버려 술에 떼쳐마도 빼는 세워 송셔야 돼.
And so we always talk about practicing generosity. So mostly, is increasing our mind and giving up the attachment, to these things like body, possession, just like I said, ideas and so forth, right? So, once you have given that, then of course you'll be able to give. If you have given up, those attachment, to the body and so forth, then you'll be able to give. But then when you come to the point where you're able to give, you have to check what you can give and where you can give and who you can give and so forth. So these are all mentioned very clearly in the text.
Right? Yes.
Actually, can I just ask a question? Because Pabalka Rinpoche defines generosity by nature as the thought wishing to give away one's body, possessions, and virtues. But in the Lamrim Chenmo, it says that it's the attitude, the thought, but it said then, but motivated by this, the physical and verbal actions of giving the things to be given. So it says, and the verbal and physical actions.
Okay, who has answer? Wow, Rika.
Can you say it again? So in
Jackie, you have
Liberation
answer?
of the Palm in Hand, it says it's the thought. So it's just the thought. But in the Lamrim Chenmo, it says, what is the nature of generosity? It is the attention accompanying bodhisattvas' disinterested non-attachment to all their possessions and their body, and motivated by this, the physical and verbal actions of giving the things to be given. So it says it also includes the action of body and speech.
Okay. Who has answer? Yeah, give a very good answer, okay? Then she not Tibetan can you.
If you have a real wish to give, then the action will follow. If the action doesn't follow, that means you didn't have a complete wish to give.
But it's having it as part of the definition, though, to say that generosity
She really say the
includes the
definition,
actions
okay?
of body.
You have to know, you have to very Tibetan.
I think I believe in Bob. It's that first you have to cultivate the thought, and then that will lead to action. But I think also we have to see the audience that who are the teacher, the skillful teacher who is teaching to. This is this is also teaching to monks and stuff. But Lama Tsongkhapa, that was it's the who was the old student. Depend on the student. Shakyamuni, Buddha Shakyamuni all teach the same thing, but it's in a different way so that the people understand. So that's why I think it's the same thing, but who are listening?
Well, is this not a commentary on this?
Yes, that's why who is.
So why would they use a different definition?
Because if you see Buddha Shakyamuni's teaching, the same teaching, he has a slightly different way of teaching depending on who is listening. And it's a commentary of this, but this book is easier to understand for like us. And I think it's the same thing, but it's a little bit easier for us to understand. But if you really understand, then we can go to action and what Lama Tsongkhapa is saying. That's what I understand. If there's a contradiction like that.
Good, you need to debate, okay?
I think Geshe just also said that it's also about timing too, right? Like if you have the thought, but your conditions isn't right for you to give, then that I think both texts are saying really very similar things. But in this text, it didn't talk about the action. Is really I think it's about timing. That when the timing isn't right, or when there are laws or things like that that prohibit you from giving, then you're not able to complete that action. But that doesn't mean that the mind of giving or like the generosity isn't cultivated.
Okay, any other comments? Yes, who that? Someone here?
Deborah.
I think it just implied that it's an action because then he says classified into three types. He gives examples of how you do it. So to me, it just implied this is by nature what Rinpoche's commentary.
So they're both saying, what is generosity? By nature. Lama Tsongkhapa said it's not only the thought, but motivated by the thought, the physical and verbal actions of giving the things to be given.
Okay, 다 되나 이제 어질래죠, 그러와? 다 가로 Lama Tsongkhapa 갈라서라도 그런 거 들어와.
Arda kulungla tene chawadi. Ta nika gores gorda. Jerbushwadi nika gores. Kulungla tene chawadi. Ta lungaigi chawadi 가노데 dila tene ta jibasi gores. Ta pabone moshigi ta kulung chubula shashas. 아니 다 jermuchigi kulungda chawani jar shashas.
아니 파워걸 모시고 아니 그런 거 말들 납돼.
Arda kulung chubul shashas. Towa sembade jibare. 아니 다 jermuchi soyade towa sembala tene 아니 lungaigi chawachebadila tene jibasi gores.
대여지. And that Pauga Nalaya, Namalacho Nalaya, and a Kuno Malade, Thomas Go Malade,
Google risk or Mosna.
and go Malagan.
Gomar singer mother, Gomar singer mother.
And
How about the Kulong de Jimbares? And Thomas somebody the Kulong de Jimbares. And Jermuchigi, the Thomas Sembatam Jimbares, Thomas Sembala Tene, and Lumagita Chawa Chabadala Tene to Jibasures.
the Pajin Kawat Kamare. Kanjet Kuno tella tene, and the shawat legger what, and Nija Shachore.
So there's no contradiction in that. You can have both, right? So from that motivation, comes the action, right? So you can have both.
And the Kuno de Menaco action going on was.
If you don't have the thought of giving, then you will not give verbally or physically, right?
And the Tenig Toys about Kuno down and the Toy Kapi Samba Nija Tajimachore.
And so the both the motivation, the motivation of giving and the thought at the time of giving, both can be generosity.
Okay. Cheda Nija go Cardona. Caro Jeromuchi, what the Laman Songa say? Motivation? I don't know.
So Lama Tsongkhapa is saying, hence, it is the virtue of a generous attitude and the physical and verbal actions which are motivated by this.
Okay. Then you are and you Kuno down, Tonjim is Samanja Gurus.
Oh, she must have don't want it. Lungagi, don't want it.
Shawading it is. Tani, the number lodging.
Number larger don't want somebody to ashes.
And I think I need Kuno to go mark the treatment.
Moisina Dadilla, Marda, the Moisia, the Jeromuchegila, the Nija Chawa de Goresco, Kulunchu Dio, Mara Chawa de Goresco. Though Samba Tubula Jimbashago, Maris, Though Samba Dan, and the Tonga Nijala, and the Jimbashagos.
They go, money go there, don't send the Tonya go. Don't Samba Menani, Kuno de Omar, Tajko, something Chubu, that don't say peg, Kuno, you got don't say peg to your water, don't say peg to your water. That tending a pet, pen in tiny, jet of a condition of Tajim or don't worry, it's our Shuji color.
Yeah, so of course you need the thought, of giving, right? So the thought of giving is the giving, but without the thought of giving, you will not be able to give. So just by having a thought of giving doesn't mean that you're going to give. But then when you come to the point, where you have trained your mind to, the thought of giving, then you'll be able to give. So there will be no problem in giving, So at that time, then you can call that generosity, So you can call that generosity. So there's no contradiction in that.
Cheda than the London Yada, don't you Kuno Tere, Shambara Songtua, and the Tig Shimbala Shawa Chugo Marta treatment on it. Shawa go Marta treatment. Yeah, don't the Kuno Chagri.
The most things or the Chavala Mashuba and Jibachagores, and the Jermuja Smadela, the Chavala Jugo, okay, Shigus.
Shawa engine Jugo Mata, Shawa engine Juguna, and Kanga Kanjero. So, no, just a to show me, just showing action in the logo. Just a Tobago.
So I think it's like what Lama Tsongkhapa is saying is that you don't have to actually engage in the verbal or physical action, but you should be able to, if you need, you should be able to give 100%. You should be able to engage in the verbal and physical act of giving if you 100%. If you get to the point or reach the time when you have to give. So that's what he meant. But doesn't have to give. Doesn't have to give all that, but you have to be, you have to reach to the point where you are able to give if you need to give.
Kanja don't Samba down, don't you work Samba Ninja Mores?
The Samba de Shagora, the Chawademara.
The Shawa with Samba Takajo.
Chawad Shagomara.
Shawadama, Tika, don't you make Samba.
So the giving itself is not, the act of giving itself is not generosity. So the mind at the time of giving, at the time of the giving, at the act of at the time of the action of giving is the generosity, not the giving itself is generosity.
Okay. Penang egg, Misha the Trevayana. Misha couldn't Shamba talking about, couldn't she set it?
Like if I were to give my glasses to someone, the giving the glasses itself is not the generosity. It is the substance for generosity. Substance is for generosity. So what generosity is the mind, that wishes to give, and the mind at the time of giving, is the generosity.
Okay, one glass. Nobody wants. I thought a little bit about develop my, generosity, but no one take. 제가 짐바 따사기 아니 가로 이것 니깔 카오서 다 들으다.
So there is the difficulty. Sometimes there's the difficulty of finding the object to give, right? I mean, the people, the person to give, maybe this is why it is. Nobody wants to have my glasses.
도치니가 저 받은 거는 가는데 받 찍지를 다시 잡아이나 아니 세도 그래서.
So it's good, to raise a question like this, so that it becomes clear, to each other when you, try to find explanation to, to give to each other.
제가 아니 세니베 찾아지나 뭐니 뭐든 세니들 빼는 거 채우지 그래. 이제 뭐 가림 봐서.
So in the philosophy and the concept, it is very important, to understand the definition, of the thing. Whatever the definition is, things how it is defined. Right? So whatever the definition is given in the text, that is what we have to carry on, or believe or carry on, and then debate on based on that.
Okay. Any other comments you guys have? Yes.
I think if we're going to stick to definitions, we have to differentiate between the practice of generosity and the perfection of generosity, right? So the perfection is that when you meet with the opportunity to give, you do it automatically. So the practice is what leads us to that. So that's generating the thought, and it's also practicing giving. Maybe there's some resistance when you give, but you give anyway, and it feels good, right? So that's practice. It's leading up to the perfection. It's like practicing anything else, like a sport. There's practice. If you want to play baseball, there's practice. Playing baseball requires the practice to be able to play baseball, right? So it's included in the performance. The practice.
So what's your question?
It wasn't a question. It was a comment.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Now, what the two 말에서 그런 게 다들 그 3절에서.
Okay.
3절에 가르치는 거다 동생 배려되다 자리지가 알았다. 아니 또왜 값을 또왜 두절려 봤는데 동초종 차이 변하는 베이스볼 제도 그런데 베이스볼 제라 당법에 장다 쇼쳐 버렸어. 아니 장다 쇼쳐 제자반한테는 잘라더니 뭐는 제도 그런데는 그것도 제도 알았어. 그냥 지났어.
야, 어디한테 동생 배한테 정말 장다 쳐야 돼.
Yes, that's right. It is like training. You're training or practicing yourself. So when you come to the actual game, and then you'll be able to play well if you have done the practice well like that.
제가 돈도 삼바듯이 다 돈집에 내가기 다 아니 semba지로 돈도 터마니 짐바레스 배전들이 양도.
So just like it is given the definition, of the generosity in the text, which is like thought wishing to give. So thought wishing to give, and the thought at the time of giving, so I'm giving. So that thought, I'm giving. That thought is the generosity.
I will give you my glass hula to just stand. 뒷걸음이 가 대지 마차게. 다 돈집에 전화 받쳐야 되니까 아니 문이 라네 따디니까 뒤가 선로 돼야지 마차게.
So like if I have a thought of giving away my glasses, it's whoever wants my glasses, I will give them. So that is the generosity, that thought. And then and somebody say, okay, I want it, and then the person takes it, and then at the time when you're actually giving, then your mind says, oh, I'm giving. So that thought at the time of giving is generosity.
제가 다 두시면 다 탐에게 다 전화가 섬도는 가지 신발라 인지 면직인데 다시 잘라봐 떼고 많이 받지 떼시면 가도 신발도 섬도야 많이 받지 떼도 그노도 많이 받지.
So it is different from what the ordinary people would think about generosity, like which is like giving the actual thing, So the physical thing or verbal thing or whatever, the thing that you're actually giving, that is considered as giving. But in the text, it says that the thought wanting to give and the thought at the time of giving, thinking that I'm giving. So that is the generosity.
That tendigi any suzu jinjig ze tela sacha be give sawa. Yonso zoba jela ani tat tondo yu samlo. Tende ton ngwe kapi ani samlo tela ta jibe partition bas.
And then so giving away this kind of thing, right? So at the time what you're giving, or the having the thought of giving, and then the actual giving, the thought at the time of the actual giving, and even dedicating and even giving the virtue that you have accumulated from giving, so that is the perfection of generosity.
Okay. Okay, now we'll see. Okay, Mama. Then
I don't have the text in front of me, but isn't the perfection of giving also defined as not giving without expectation or regret?
well, we don't. That's very important to not expect, no expectation. I give this apple, I will give something back. That's not really generosity. Then also after, oh, I give too much, not enough. Then that's not good. Therefore, you need to totally clear. Okay.
It's like the perfection.
Fashion. Okay.
And then I've also heard people, some teachers say, like, you've perfected giving, and when there is no giver, you realize emptiness through giving. There is no giver, there is no receiver, there is no gift.
They got it. They and jinjig they and jinsak yul. No so sumga and ranjimato tavi gone ta janta ta jimaya to chakra.
Yeah, so that is adorning that practice with the view of emptiness. It's called adorning. So that's what you think is that the person who's giving, the person who is receiving, and the act of giving, all these are empty of inherent existence. And so if you think in that way, then that becomes even better. Then that's like adorning, with the practice of emptiness.
제가 오만주베달라 젬바 신샤 렘보 동화 가르 동시 동화데 직된데 베파르시 샤타데 직된데 베파르시 바레스.
And in the engaging in the middle way, the text in engaging in the middle way, it says that thinking of emptiness, of the person giving and the giver, the receiver, and the act of giving, everything, as empty of inherent, is the perfection of generosity.
그래서 야마드는 내직 제와에서 양가도 휴식 제와로 때문에 그랬어.
And so the thing is that you have to give up that ego or the self-grasp, the ignorance, thinking that, oh, I gave it, like I gave it, I'm good, I gave it, like that. So that to avoid that thought, then you think of the emptiness.
I give my glass, and the young glass they also touch me for grasping for that glass. I give my friend like that. That's it. Not like that. Okay.
I was answered with Annette's question.
Oh, thank you. Then I don't have job. Okay, I think Jackie is going to really serious to read the book. You ever or not? Not. It's good. Sometimes you have the book. Read. Think it's good. Therefore, I'm also mentioned. Remember last year I asked you guys to read the Lamram Chambo. Who's reading Lamram Chambo one page every day? Okay, only 2, 3. Yeah. Sometimes I read Lamram Chambo 5 years ago, 20 years I study, not enough. Example, if you eat very delicious food yesterday, it means now you don't need to eat anymore. No, right? We need to every time. I have very good time vacation to Alaska. That means you don't need to go anymore. No, you wish to go again. Therefore, try to, usually the Western tradition, people have some goals. Okay, New Year, that's my goal. You write it down, put in your refrigerator. This, according to Buddhism, is very good practice. I am going to read one page Lamrim Chembo every day. You can see you go to kitchen all the time, right? You see put, and even you don't nothing book, just put on the fridge. You can put book. Okay. Why? Sometimes we try to study practice many years, right? But we don't really feel us. Okay. If you have some difficult time, what can I go and think? What am I going to pray? I don't know which book I'm reading, but we're not really confident something. So, example, you have like saving account, right? Is you have some always in your mind like confident, or I have some saving that. Even how is it? Economics go down. I have some confidence something that. Therefore, even you don't have experience through meditation or practice, but according to Buddhism, very great influence to read some great books. You can say, okay, I am going to read once page every day, or I'm going to finish 1 year to Lamrim Chenmo. Then maybe you will live still maybe 50 years before die. You read 50 times. Then maybe 40 years, you 40 times. I think like that, right? We live a little longer. Therefore, when you time to, one day, doctor say, your family say, oh, no, he doesn't make anymore. But you have some very strong confidence. Okay, I did something. According to Buddhism, we say that you can take with you in future life. Then the moment we die, also we have some good thoughts or some peace of mind. It's very important for future life. Therefore, try to next Sunday is, I think we already have the Western New Year, but you all follow Tibetan Buddhism. You can also Tibetan New Year celebration. You can do the goal. Okay, next Sunday, Tibetan New Year. I am going to read. Then try to read. If you don't have the commandment, commandment, right? We don't do. Oh, I can do today. Oh, I don't know. Someday you're good, you can do. Someday you don't do. Some commandment. I already know some Western people also. They put like $1 one box every day. Then check how many change it until next year. You go a lot. Just you put just only one day, but you put together save lot, right? There was sometimes I'm thinking I'm going to give up my drink it on a coffee, sip somewhere now. I tried to just that's unfair. One time, my guy here, we go to every day, and we spend like that time more cheap, like $5 or something to people. Okay, just waste time. We waste time, we waste money. It's not necessary. We will save the end of the year. We do something donations. You try a couple of months. We walk too poor. We need to. We give up. One time I tried to, okay, how much is spend our money? No, there's also not the don't be more expensive. Then I tried a couple of months. It doesn't work. I failed. Then we felt that, we do something, something works for you, okay? Therefore, you guys also, everyone have a Lamrim Chenmo. Try to, okay, I'm going to promise once a year to finish one time. How many pages?
About 1,000 over the 3 volumes.
Yeah, not bad. You guys read maybe. Then you can read, you can understand more. If you read 10 times, I'm sure you understand 10 different ways. That means they change the meaning? No, because you have more, knowledge, you're more familiariness. Okay? This is how to develop practice. Therefore, commandment and who really doing that, I'm very grateful. We all rejoice. Who's not doing, I say, okay, next week I'm going to start. And also, we also a lot of change plans. Now we go to next Sunday. We're going to celebrate Tibetan New Year. You guys saw the message Facebook said, what did feel right? So 8 o'clock was too early. Then so many people come in. What can I do? I'm not doing that. Maybe you're a little bit nervous. But our students going to Tibetan tradition New Year celebration Sunday, because Sunday we have class. Make sure everyone wear the chua. I'm just kidding, but chua. Then also we do the 9 o'clock function we discussion. We do Guru Puja. Usually sometimes we do the long words Guru Puja, like 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. get up. We do, right? But Saturday too busy. Well, I have to go here, then go there. I have to also cover everything. Then maybe too complicated. And also, you have to get up early too difficult. Because too early, I'm not doing that. Therefore, Sunday we come in. We're going to start 9 o'clock. Okay. Most expensive, extensive Guru Puja. It's one of the Lama Sobat Bachir, Lama Ishis also goal or two. And I say it was for the centers. And we have civil rights. Then maybe some symbol lunch. You have to some salad. You can bring, but no need to like cook food. Maybe if no lunch, you just eat the salad. Then maybe you ask someone can cook some very Tibetan tradition lunch. Okay, this will be. Yeah, you can bring some so it's typical. You don't have to bring. We already have a lot of cookies here. Okay.
So is everybody celebrating on Saturday, but then there's also Sunday?
Sundays for us to special our students.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Saturday most Tibetans.
Okay.
Yeah, here like 300-400 people come to the US.
Oh wow.
Okay, where can I put my feet? Wow, maybe they're cold. It's scared. They're not still all there, but they're just coming, going. Maybe 400 or 500 people come. That's today Tibetan tradition. The New Year, If you like to see how they're wearing, that day they really wear the Tibetan tradition, clothes. And the tradition. If you like to see, then you don't have to go to in Tibetan. You can see here. And then that day also, like Vietnam's tradition, you have to go 10 temple visit 1 year. Sometimes they come one day, 1, 2, 3, 10 temples. They're all tradition. That day, what they do, we do the good wish to for good luck for everyone. Also to us, we do praise, some offerings to also bring the good luck. Therefore, this is what we call also Padelamu. Usually we are 29. We do call Gutul. Gum is 9. Torm is Torma.
That's right.
Anyway, they make the Torma, like they make the sun. This is we call Torma or Chopa. Then that day also we, Tibetan tradition, we do the 29. We clean the house, all everywhere. Clean the house. Then also we some dirt under the Torma. That day very big pujas they do try to get out or take out, clean all the bad lucks to that year. Then next year, second day, good year coming. Therefore we do big torma, we do fire. You can see there are a lot of big sounds, music, we do celebration that Tibetan tradition we do a lot of things. We don't do party like New Year Eve. A lot of virtues, we are a religious person, do a lot of things. There's like you can see, I think we already come here, we do a lot of offerings here, something, they're all different, especially Tibetans was very, I hope some Tibetans not here. Don't complain me. We are very spiritual tradition. Therefore, they follow a lot of things too, Who follow the APM calendar? Remember? Don't eat, don't wash your hair, don't clean the house. Don't take you think the red. They look very superstition, right? There was very superstition, like all the Asians very superstition. There will be some lot of auspicious things, but the New Year, that day, try to not get mad. Everyone just try to smiling, good things to do. We have something to eat also. So civil rights, civil also everyone likes civil right. So I can directly translate civil rice. And everyone likes sweet mouth, sweet the sugars. Everyone likes sugar, right? Nobody eats sugar. The doctor, they don't eat, then we have no choice. Therefore, the rice also, I don't know what they mean. So rather we have lotus eat, something like that. There's some auspicious things. Like that, we prepare a lot. Therefore, you guys also clean the last week to clean the gomba here. You guys also clean your house. Good wish, some good goals for you, commandments or no. Commandments. Okay, I am a better person. I do like 10 good things too. Okay, then depends on what you identify good things. These things, some simple way, some we need to do good luck for our life. Therefore, my main point is to Sunday, 9 o'clock, Guru Puja, 23 to 3 hours. If the weather's good, condition is good, we have simple lunch. But you can bring some salads, bring salads.
With 9 o'clock Guru Puja for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're going to do the extensive Guru Puja this time. The big the book that we have. We usually skip all the other parts, and then we just do the main text. But usually in the New Year day, we try to do once a year. We try to do the whole thing, and the book that Lama Zopa Rinpoche has advised to do. So he has added so many different kind of prayers. So we try to do all those. The other day we can't do because everybody's busy and we don't have enough time. But once a year, usually we do on the Losar day, but Geshe said he's going to be very busy. And so that's why. And then also it happens that the next day is the Sunday, and we usually have class on Sunday. So instead of having class, we'll have Guru Puja on that day. And we'll do the extensive one, the try to cover the whole thing. Maybe we might not be able to do all the practice that Rinpoche has mentioned there, but we'll recite all the prayers that he has added, on top of the Guru Puja. And so that takes about 3 hours.
And there's the class after that, or
No, this is a class.
That's the whole thing. So
Okay.
after the Guru Puja will be from 9 to 12, and then we'll have a lunch. Tibetan lunch. Geshe is going to prepare with his bare hand for everybody. And if you want to have a little bit lighter salad like that, you can bring that. So that's what Geshe is saying. If you want to have like a light food dessert or salad, then you can bring it. But the main course will be prepared by Geshe.
And that day, so everyone bring the offering, the kada for his one throne, do good wishes. It's because, we all follow Tibetan tradition. I'm sure you guys follow that calendar. Okay? Any questions? No question?
Actually, I have one question. We're talking about doing organ donors. In the Buddhist community, what's the thought on that? Do monks give their organs when they die, like if their organs are healthy when they die, or is it like forbidden to do that?
We don't have like that tradition. Some monks, they give the organ before they die, someone are looking for some monks keep, but we don't have like their way. The tradition, we don't have that tradition.
Okay.
Sudden die, whatever die, we don't have that tradition. I don't have really the right answer.
Okay.
Yeah, some monks give, their organ, they give some eyes, and sometimes, maybe doctor doesn't check. A couple years ago, one monk gave his kidney, one India beggar, but after they both died, the doctor doesn't could check or something. But yeah, this will happen. But we don't have like the will. At this, we don't have tradition to write.
They don't consider it a bad thing to do, right?
No, I don't think so.
Is it good or bad? It's not.
No, they're not good or bad. They don't have that in the tradition.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I was wondering earlier when you were talking about not being attached to your idea. It's still good to have like a discussion with people if you can do it without attachment, so that maybe you change your mind if you listen to them, or maybe they change their mind if they listen to you. But it doesn't matter if they agree with you if you're not attached to your idea.
Discussion good. Discussion good. Yeah, discussion, not get mad. The monks waiting to a discussion. They debate. Go to YouTube. how monks to debate. They would just push. They will, the whole year, I was monastery, I never have like, don't go image, come on,
untoned, the robe, so the robe gets torn because they both get pulled at each other.
pull each other. But they're never angry. You go to really the Tibetan, you really look, they're very serious. People think they're not necessarily like that. They're also very strong. We don't say attachment, but their idea, their goal. There's a Nagarjuna said that, Shanti said that, Lamram Chambo said that. The different meanings of whatever Jennifer and you guys different understand. They're very serious. But after finish, during that time, they won't talk. They went their way. But after finish, there's nothing.
I like Rika's answer, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, good discussion, very good. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Relating to that old donation, in Tibetan tradition, monks and when they pass away, it's better not to touch the body right away. But the moment of death.
This is
meditation during the meditation.
Usually, this is this in monk or non-monk doesn't matter. We said 3 days better to don't touch because the gross mind already die. The doctor already put the sign they die. Usually, depending on they don't have the doctor, they just check. But they told them touch 3 days because if they not die, then you take the cremation. You create the karma to kill the person. Therefore, we keep at least 3 days. Then some people also we check some definition. Then we also check that when people die, really some signs come out. We check that. Then this just piece meat. They will start smile. There were some monks in India, like 80 degrees. They die like 3-4 weeks. They don't have any smile. That shows their mind, very subtle mind and meditation. The doctors are already dead. The Lord is already dead. But that doesn't change the color of the body. That doesn't move. But that shows the very subtle mind meditation. The gross mind is gone. This is like he's also very serious. Now the science also they checking if someone did anything is moving. Like that. Therefore, Tibetans say better to don't touch 3 days. And all whoever it doesn't matter. And also they better to touch here. Don't touch feet. Yeah. There's also maybe some tradition. I don't know if tradition, maybe some really follow. Some texts also mention. Because you sorrow's man, if you touch here, wherever you touch, the sorrow man go that way. They not just go away. Now, wherever you touch, the sorrow man get out from that. Therefore, your lower body, sorrow man go there, also they're not good. Therefore, better to touch here. Usually, not people here, when baby has not born.
A soft spot?
Soft spot, right? Yeah. I have share one story, okay? The last couple of years, one Tibetan Amala passed away. He's 105 years old. Very called Pova. It's also, we do Guru Puja, there was a Pova included. When people pass away, the high Lama, very powerful monks, Pova, then they shows to the subtle mind or the mind go from here. The small piece scalp just pop. No one take out, just pop. I saw the Amala because I saw that it's also pray, we pray. One that some monks come from New York, the Geshe Tenley College. Have you heard Geshe Tenley College? Sarah, right? Sarah. Jurme is the dog who studied also Tantra College, Tantra. Yeah. All the Geshes have to go there. Then there's some 3-4 monks come from that. They have one also. Someone with Sajila. No, you mood, Tamju, you mood. Are you mood?
The root tantra of Guya Samaja.
Yeah. 제가 그 다 코드 참여 로요. 코드 빼고 쪼래. 코드 대치 쪼라이 봐.
So this is the root tantra of the Guru Samaja text that was recited by the Yume Tantric College monks, and they all have memorized that. So the Geshe requested them to recite it in front of her, dead body.
제가 단테 포화 같은 거 로요. 포화대로 이랬어. 포화세.
And that also becomes kind of a practice of the powa, or transferring the consciousness.
제가 포화 태여와 있나 아니 다 되네야 아니 빼고 되네야 아니 이거 부제네. 포화 되네야. 술은 의미도 따도 연구요지. 남들 소리가 돼.
So if the transference of the consciousness or the powa has worked, then there will be a hole on the crown. There will be like a soft hole on the crown.
제가 다 드리라고 가도 된다 말. 드리라고 한다 말. 다 산이 가도 폰을 놓아.
And so today, for example, like today, there's so kind of today, they recited, and tomorrow they will go to the funeral home, to cremate her body.
아 본다 아니 아주 좋아도 되게 치다네. 풍부는 여와치는 좀 더. 여와치는 좀 됐다.
After reciting the prayer, the Geshe went to check, and doesn't see any difference in the body. It's still same like before.
아니 내 고도 남이 라이바 다 지지는 가서 산이 지지나 푸널지 용산 말인데 아마 지지는 도덤으로 내대서 라이바다 콘소 로슈 이제 딱 가르쳐 나도 푸널 랍타리 가르쳐 그러지 콘소 남라 남도.
And so Geshe said there's no difference in the body. I mean, it still doesn't see any decay there. So that means like the body, the subtle consciousness is still inside, and you can't really do the funeral. I mean, you can't cremate. Then it will become like killing the person. So that to the family, and then the family say, "Oh, we have already booked the place, and if we don't do, then we still have to pay money." All these things. So they were all worried about it.
다 제스케입니다. 아니 다 너무 틀려. 아니 조경 같이 따가는 거 봐. 내니 고거 일내서 장모님 당가랑 그런 도스다.
And then there's nothing Geshe can do. So he said he went back to his place, and then later in the next morning, he went to see the body again. Before taking it to the funeral, then he saw this big hole in her skull. I mean in her head there.
Saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh my.
Further I saw that. 그때 며칠 다 이니마 로지시만 가라는 돈 단다디 고도 빠도 또요.
They have even taken a picture. So Geshe said before he heard from somebody, oh, that this happened, but this time he saw with his own eyes.
내가 너 테마 다 너치 하든 너치 차로 때 되어지 지 까오노래 샤스니 근데 바바도 되는 그거 공터는 이거 이러지.
So there was like a small, like a bruised, like a blood maybe thing, but it wasn't like it wasn't like somebody cut it. It's not like that, but there was a big hole, in the head like that.
제가 다 남시대 되는 야다 되는 따로는 뺏어버리시.
And so that was a very clear sign that her consciousness has transferred from that spot.
아니 내 라파 가는 둘러지대 라파 빠빠도 둘러가 반자사시다고 되는 이발에.
And then soon after that, then her body showed the sign of decaying, and it's like becoming old now.
드네요. 제가 등조다 건도 남배죠. 포와 탭세다. 안남에는 포와 보세들이 된때 요새.
So there is things like that, where the power can work on people, and where the lamas, with experienced or realized lamas can do a power or transference of the consciousness like that.
제가 다른 것도 라마처럼 누구도 대디나 포와 요래 가지고 뭐니 포와도 소소 포와 야리 야쇼래.
And so there is a power, practice mentioned in the Guru Puja also. And the best power is to be done by oneself.
Okay, I don't know why I have to talk about that.
It's really interesting.
But what purpose I'm talking that?
We're talking about organ donating.
Oh, organ donation. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Talk about that. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, like that. We can see like this. Yeah, that family is very happy. She's like 105 years old. Every day she have to donkey or butter, only butter like this much cup. This much cup. She's very healthy. Yeah. Therefore, sometimes the doctor said, don't eat, but I think you have check your person's body, not just everyone. Like that anyway. Okay, we also have to practice when we die. Our sorrows might go here to heaven, not go to hell.
So touch the head, not the feet.
Yeah. All the three days don't touch. This is the tradition. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Now we got the next week's plan, right?
Yep.
Everyone got it? Okay. Then everyone got to 1 year something to the right. And when you first, I do 10 good things. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Geshe.
Well, we need to finish our prayer. Finish prayer.
Should we include the offering of resting prayer to Paul Lama?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we didn't show you.
Okay, so regular prayers, but we're going to include, I will call out the page.
We have the Badalamo. This is the Kurukulla. Kurukulla. Here is Badalamo. The corner of Badalamo, also the Mahakala. This is for Dharma protectors.
Page 39 for the Thanksgiving mandala offering. Saji Burki Jushi Mekatra Rira Veshi Nidege Badi Sange Jindumi Kewadi Drogunam Dajin Nasho Tasho Jetsu Bame Kutera Chenshin Kapa Jene Joshi Pada Rosa Nene Ima Mito Hajune Yursi Ida Guru Rakadala Kami Yatayani. My two collections vast and space that I've amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become chiefly Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom has been blinded by ignorance. I don't use this faith in my held in your loving compassion for all my life's Manjushri. May I find the best of complete creative paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means strong by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the paths as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most once have declined, may I reveal the treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddhist deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this great course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In the snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenmei remain in life till samsara's end. Savior of the snowman teachings and transmigratory beings, who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion, to the lotus in the hand, Lord Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be fulfilled. Page 49. You who uphold the Buddhas more awaited and serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjuna's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior, myself, and others, your disciples, please return swiftly. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Bhattacharya. You are the root of the three jewels, homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessing, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly through all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples, wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes, without exception, may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages of the paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradharma. Furthermore, in this life, in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the sources of every virtue in the world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers or misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind of pure view, may embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtue sac gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be caused solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Buddha's state, place each and every sentient without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it whereon born I rise, and when born never decline, but increase forevermore. If you can do 53 for the offering and requesting prayer, Joe, to you, enlightened conduct of all the victorious ones, the holy name, Queen of the armed warriors, was given. Having invoked devotion, please come quickly without obstruction. In the space in front of the center of the black tornado, you appear in the form of an above seated upon a yoke of holy body destroys all evil. For as long as I recall you, please remain forever. Outer offerings fill the vast expanse of space. Inner slides substances pervade the whole earth. Clouds of plentiful objects fill every realm. I offer these to God the Mother and all your entourage. You who powerful protect the words of the glorious Buddha. We yogis, teachers, and disciples do formally request you complete your activities. Please eliminate all adverse conditions and complete every condition beneficial to us. This torment composed of flesh, blood, and so on, the five nectars, and the 5 types of pain. To you, glorious Queen of the armed warriors, I offer these. Please accept them in order to protect the teachings of the Buddha. Your 3 bodies arise spontaneously, and your compassion is fully developed, yet you manifest a rational body to subdue the evil of the 3 realms. To you, great protectress in the doctrine of the victorious ones of the 3 times, with my 3 doors I respectfully prostrate. Please bestow your blessings that all our aims be accomplished just as we desire in accord with the Dharma. And please bless us that all hindrances, sicknesses, demons, and interfering spirits be pacified completely. By striving in this way with pure selfless wish, just as Brahma and Indra protect the world, may you, Queen of the armed warriors, and other protectors, never abandon but always help us. Joe, the 4 types of actions are they do not exist apart from mind, and mind does not exist. Ultimately, there are no distinctions, and neither do color nor form exist. The 4 actions are miraculously shown as mere illusions by the glorious goddess of peace in accordance with our needs. Principal lady in the midst and assembly of pacifiers, distinguished by the very rule of divine mind. You have pacified and will pacify an I prostrate to her who always pacifies. Please pacify my needs. The 4 actions of miraculous shown as mere illusions by the glorious goddess of conquest in accordance with our needs. Principal lady amidst the assembly of conquerors, distinguished by a very essential red body, you have conquered, will conquer, and are in a conquering mood. I prostrate to her who always conquers. Please conquer all beings of the 3 realms. Joe, the 4 types of actions are mind itself. They do not exist apart from mind, and mind does not exist. Ultimately, there are no distinctions, and neither do color nor form exist. The 4 actions are miraculously shown as mere illusions by the glorious goddess of wrath in accordance with our needs. Principal lady amidst the assembly of terrifiers, distinguished by a very fierce black body. You have terrified, will terrify, and are in a terrifying mood. I prostrate to her who always terrifies. Please, with your wrath, eliminate my sickness, evil spirits, enemies, and misfortunes. Joe, although you appear with such very characteristics, your nature has no concrete existence. Yet you benefit transmigrators with your four actions. By thoroughly praising you with full attention, may I also spontaneously achieve the state of the four actions, and like you, strive to benefit migrating beings. Quick announcement to remind you that we have Guru Puja at 7 tomorrow night.
I didn't know that. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.
Morning.
Thank you, Geshe.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Very fast.
Geshe. Good night.
Oh, Michelle, you're trouble. Bye, dog.